Okay, something else we need to talk about April 8th, in particular CERN. CERN is running their Hadron Collider again. Same date, the eclipse. Again, this is just, NASA's firing 3 rockets into the shadow of the eclipse. Again, just complete. Nothing's by chance. These dates are very specific. They do things for a reason. But there's a post that Entheos hath posted a while back. Prepare ahead of time to have your level of dis-CERN-ment tested, perhaps like no other time prior in your life. When in doubt, hold steadfast to Emmanuel's manual. You'll be all right. And then he's got questions, Bible, discernment, Bible verses, whatever. And maybe I'll pause this in a minute and just find this exact post of Entheos and actually click the links and see what specifically they say. So he posted this February 16, 2023. Steve Pachetnik, I think that's how you say that. Dis-CERN-ment. March, the next month, 2023. dis-CERN-ment. But as much as I love Steve, there is no other like Team Entheos. And again, Tori's up there with them, with Entheos. But Entheos, February 16, 2023, and highlights the letter CERN. And I had done videos, I don't know how long ago, but I mentioned this going, to me, he's highlighting CERN. There's going to be something with the Hadron Collider. I don't know what, but he's obviously saying there's going to be something. So prepare ahead of time to have your level of discernment tested, perhaps like no other time prior in your life. That is a hell of a statement. Perhaps like no other time prior in your life. So I need to go try and find these got question, whatever. Let me go find his original post, click the links, and I'll pause this video for the time being. Okay, so here is the Telegram, I guess, initial post. And this guy, Kevin, the Bible is the official manual for avoiding psyops. Entheos post, prepare ahead of time to have your level of discernment tested, perhaps like no other time prior in your life. When in doubt, hold steadfast to Emmanuel's manual. You'll be all right. So I went ahead and clicked 1, 2, 3, and 4. So Entheos, the fourth one is this one, which I've talked about. Remember to let things simmer sometimes. Not everything needs to be reacted to or commented on within minutes. Usually this is caused by emotions. Exercise patience and use wisdom to absorb new information and allow it to process, to digest. Sleep on it. Something may not be as it initially appears. More often than not, you'll be glad you waited. So he's posting that in relation to all these. And again, April 8th, eclipse, Donald Trump, April 8th, Delta from which board, plane crash, Trump, that one. And maybe that's part of what the discernment thing, like your level of discernment tested. So in other words, this is just my opinion here, okay? When CERN fires up and runs that thing, which is also April 8th, eclipse day, perhaps the CERN part of this is Entheo saying, hey, listen, there's going to be a major delta on that date of when CERN is firing up. And then I find, of course, the you-know-what post of Trump, JFK Jr., plane crash, 1999, all that stuff, April 8th, 2018. And I did the video the other day going, oh my God, could it be? Your level of discernment will be tested perhaps like no other period prior in your life. I think Trump's plane going down and you thinking he's on board, the average person, you're going to need a lot of discernment to figure out what the hell is going on. Was he on board? Was he not? Should I react right now? Don't let things simmer before reacting so soon. Remember that. So he's posting that here. So if we go to the first one, Bible discernment, which I'll go ahead and put it back on my beautiful face. I know you don't want to see that. The word discern and its derivatives are translations of the Greek word anakrino in the New Testament. It means to distinguish, to separate out by diligent search, to examine. Discernment is the ability to properly discriminate or make determinations. It is related to wisdom. The Word of God itself is said to discern the thoughts and intentions of one's heart. So, let's go to the next one. What are some Bible verses about discernment? 1 John chapter 4, verse 1. Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God. For many false prophets have gone out into the world. Hebrews 5, verse 14. Chapter 5, verse 14. But solid food is for the mature, for those who have their powers of discernment trained by constant practice to distinguish good from evil. Philippians chapter 1, verses 9 and 10. And it is my prayer that your love may abound more and more with knowledge and all discernment, so that you may approve what is excellent, and so be pure and blameless for the day of Christ. There's a number of these that I'm not just going to keep going on to. So let's go to the next post that he did. How can I increase my spiritual discernment? Discernment is defined as the quality of being able to grasp and comprehend what is obscure, an act of perceiving something, a power to see what is not evident to the average mind. The definition also stresses accuracy, as in the ability to see the truth. Spiritual discernment is the ability to tell the difference between truth and error. It is basic to have wisdom. So I like that first one. The quality of being able to grasp and comprehend what is obscure, an act of perceiving something, a power to see what is not evident to the average mind. So again, you have an event happen, again, maybe a plane crash. Oh my God, is he on board? Well, Jason Ip's dream, he's not on board. And I had to discern that. I had to use discernment in my own dream. But I saw him get on board. I know he was on. He never got on board. Yeah, he was just. Never got on board. Yeah, but I saw. He never got on board. Gotcha. Little wink, wink. Oh, okay. Again, maybe it is the start, as that post said. The start of what you and I have been waiting for. Get these effing criminals in government, deep state, all of them, start going after them. I told you I had a dream recently. John Brennan, James Comey, both at the same time being paraded down the street. It was like a serious parade, like a happy parade for all of us on the sidewalk watching. They were in handcuffs. And then next thing I know, I'm sitting at a table outside to eat some food. And oh my God, here comes Hillary Clinton. She gets to my table and then makes a right turn, which would be her facing me, right would be that way, to go out this door that was leading out of the restaurant. And I was able to at least see her face staring at her as she came up, because I was shocked to see Hillary Clinton. You know, like, what the hell is she doing here? She was by herself. And I'm just looking at her and her facial expression. I can tell you right now, I'll never forget it. The look on someone's face when they know, I have no more power. I tried everything in my power that I could do up till now. Nothing worked. I'm in deep shit. Those two guys got arrested, and I'm effing next in the not too distant future. And it's going to be bad. I'm in big trouble. Really big trouble. That's what the facial expression by itself told me. Without a word or a thing from spirit, nothing. It was like, we're going to set you here and see what your discernment is about what her face and only her face tells you. And then when you wake up and you email yourself your dream like you always do before you write it in your book, your dream book, we want to hear what you thought that interpretation was. Use some discernment. I felt like I didn't really need much discernment. It's pretty effing obvious. Her face spoke 1,000 words. She is in big, big trouble, and she knows it. That's what it said to me. So I'm just telling you all this, reminding you of some of these things, because Entheos wrote this a while ago. Prepare ahead of time to have your level of discernment tested. Perhaps like no other period in your he didn't say effing life. I add that. Emphasis, J-snip force. Hold steadfast to Emmanuel's manual. You'll be all right. So again, as we get near this April 8th date, it's 8 days away from, tomorrow's the 1st, right? I'm just going, CERN fires up. He's saying you're going to need a level of discernment like no other time in your life. Trump thing, plane crash. I'm just, again, I'm speculating. I am. But we're about to find out here shortly if my level of discernment on some of this, before it even started, is on point, like next level, or my jabroni. The quality of being able to grasp and comprehend what is obscure, an act of perceiving something, a power to see what is not evident to the average mind. Again, that's what I'm doing here with these dreams and all this stuff, and I tell you about them and, see what happens and what doesn't happen. So all I know is this is not going to be months from now. No. Tori keeps mentioning April 7th about something. Not real sure what about that, but, it's, I think, about to get really, really interesting. We shall see. That's it from JSNIP 4. Take it easy, my friends.